When you're breathing, you are actually manifesting, not just during meditation or moments of stillness, but every second of your life. With each inhale and exhale, you're sending signals to your body, your mind, and the universe. But have you ever stopped to ask, what exactly am I manifesting right now? Most people don't. We breathe unconsciously, shallow, fast, tight, trapped in a rhythm of survival. But here's something few realize. You take around 22,000 breaths a day. That's 22,000 chances to shape your internal state, and by extension, your external reality. Breath isn't just oxygen. It's frequency, it's communication, it's creation. Your body doesn't just inhale air, it inhales signals. And how you breathe tells your nervous system what to believe, whether you're safe or in danger, grounded or lost, expansive or closed. Think of your breath like a radio dial. Most people are stuck on static, that shallow, anxious frequency that broadcasts fear. But twist that dial just slightly. Deepen that breath, and suddenly you're tuned into a completely different station. One that plays abundance, creativity, and calm. Same airways, different signal. So what happens when your breath is shallow and anxious? Your body listens, your thoughts follow, your energy contracts, and the message you unknowingly send to the universe is clear. I'm under threat. I'm not ready. I'm surviving. This is where manifestation misfires begin, not in your mindset, but in your physiology. Shift your breath. Make it conscious, deep, slow, and everything begins to change. Your body softens, your awareness sharpens, and reality adjusts in response. Breath is the missing link. It's not the vision board. It's not the hustle. It's not affirmations whispered through gritted teeth. It's your breath, the engine behind every thought and moment of presence. Your thoughts steer the direction. Your breath moves the vehicle. We don't think about breath until we lose it. The most vital function of life has become background noise, like the hum of a refrigerator we've tuned out. Unconscious, automatic, forgotten. Right now, you're probably breathing shallowly, your chest barely rising, short inhales, quick exhales, just enough to survive, not enough to feel alive. And when you breathe like that, your body responds. Stay alert, something's wrong. Your nervous system shifts into fight or flight. Cortisol pours in like a leaking tap. Over time, that stress becomes your baseline. You stop noticing the tension, it just is. But it's costing you. Chronic anxiety, brain fog, low energy, sleeplessness, poor decisions, and worst of all, it silences your intuition. Your gut instincts rely on oxygen-rich blood. Starve them and you're flying blind, navigating life without your internal compass. Think of it this way. Every breath is a message to the universe. Shallow, tense breathing scrambles that signal. Like trying to play music through a broken speaker. You get static, distortion. The universe hears chaos and mirrors it back. Imagine two men. Man A, healthy, lounging on his couch, scrolling endlessly. He breathes like he's being chased, fast, anxious, completely unaware. Man B lies in an ICU bed, connected to machines, paying thousands just for a clean breath. The cruel irony? Man A has the very thing Man B would give everything for, and he wastes it. Your cells don't just like oxygen, they crave it. Brain fog is your neurons gasping. Fatigue is your mitochondria drowning in carbon dioxide. Creativity block? That's your nervous system too tense to innovate. Here's what most people miss. Your breath is like a master key. It unlocks doors you didn't even know existed. The door to intuition, the door to presence, the door to that mysterious space where ideas are born and miracles feel natural. We carry smartphones with access to all human knowledge, yet we ignore the most sophisticated technology ever created, the one breathing us right now. Your lungs aren't just organs, they're alchemical laboratories, transforming the invisible into the vital, the potential into the actual. The real epidemic isn't burnout or anxiety, it's unconscious breathing. But once you wake up to this, you can't go back. You'll feel it. Every breath is sacred. Every breath is a chance to begin again. And that's when everything shifts. This is the turning point. The moment you realize manifestation was never just mental. It was always physical. You've likely tried to think your way into the life you want. Vision boards, journaling, scripting, maybe even whispering affirmations before bed. But what if the missing piece wasn't your mindset? It was your lungs. Think of your breath like the power behind a remote control. Your thoughts are the buttons. But without power, without breath, nothing works. You press harder, try different affirmations, hustle more, still nothing. Because you forgot to plug it in. Breath is that plug. Every inhale is an invitation. Every exhale, a command. It's not passive, it's sculptural. Most people breathe like they're topping off a fuel tank. But masters, monks, artists, athletes, breathe like they're painting on the canvas of reality. Try this with me. Inhale deeply through your nose for 3 seconds. Imagine pulling in golden light. Hold it for 3 seconds. Let that light crystallize into your desire. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Release it into the world like a soft but powerful command. Here's how. Your body doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. Think of a lemon. Imagine biting into it. Your mouth waters. It's not real, but your body believes. Apply that same principle to your breath. Breathe as if you're already abundant, already healthy, already loved. Your body believes it first. Your reality catches up. But here's where it gets fascinating. Breath operates on what I call the compound interest principle. One conscious breath creates a small shift. 10 conscious breaths create a noticeable change. 100 conscious breaths start rewiring your nervous system. 1,000 conscious breaths, that's when people start asking, what's different about you? The ancient yogis knew this. They called it pranayama. Not just breathing exercises, but literally life force extension. They understood that breath wasn't just about survival, it was about expansion, about becoming more than what you were the moment before. Life won't stop throwing waves, but here's the shift. You don't need to calm the storm, you need to become the eye of it. The breath is that eye, still, anchored, unshakable. The question becomes, how do you practically embody this truth? How do you make this ancient wisdom work in your modern life? That's where the real magic happens. So, how do you bring this into the real world? How do you make sacred breathing a part of the everyday? It's not about rituals, it's about repetition. These small shifts create big energy. Number 1, fix your posture. Free your breath. You're probably slouched right now, shoulders rounded, ribs compressed. Screens and chairs have trained us to collapse inward. But posture isn't just physical, it's energetic. When your spine collapses, your breath shortens. Infants breathe from their bellies, deep, whole, free. You were like that once. Straighten your spine, stack it like a tower of light. Roll your shoulders back. Now breathe. Notice how the breath naturally drops deeper. This is your body remembering how to open. 2, breath stops, a shortcut to presence. When anxiety creeps in, don't think your way out. Pause your breath. Yes, stop it. Hold it until your body reminds you how precious it really is. Inhale fully. Hold, 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 then release. Do this 3 times. It's not punishment, it's presence. It brings you back to now. 3, tap your temple. Clear the channels. Sometimes breath gets blocked in the body. Energy stagnates. When the current stops, you feel stuck. Use your fingertips to gently tap your chest, arms, legs, and skull. Let it feel like a rhythm, a reawakening. As you tap, you're not just shaking the skin, you're shaking your spirit awake. You're opening the channels for life to move through you again. These aren't rituals. They're reminders. Breath belongs in the grocery line, at the dinner table, while answering emails or washing dishes. It belongs to all of life. Think of conscious breathing like compound interest for your soul. Small, consistent deposits of awareness that accumulate into something profound. You're not just breathing, you're investing in a version of yourself that exists in higher coherence with life itself. Because every breath is a doorway, and now you know how to walk through it. But understanding this is only the beginning. The real transformation happens when you step fully into this knowing, when you claim your birthright as a conscious creator. So here you are, aware of what most forget. The breath, the sacred, silent architect of your entire life. This isn't just knowledge, it's an invitation. Next time you feel overwhelmed, pause, breathe. When you're inspired, breathe. When you're lost, breathe deeper. Here's the real secret. Manifestation is the present moment. It's not a distant dream or some magical future. It's what you pour into now. All your energy, all your focus, all your breath. And who models this best? Children. They laugh, they cry, they jump, they breathe like they're alive, because they are. They're the most natural manifestors on earth. Why? Because they've mastered the present moment. Watch a child discover something new. A butterfly, a puddle, a shadow dancing on the wall. Their breath deepens automatically, their eyes widen, their whole being opens to receive the moment. They don't think about breathing, they just breathe with total presence. Somewhere along the way, we learn to hold our breath, to brace against life instead of flowing with it, to survive instead of thrive. But that child is still inside you, waiting to remember how to breathe with wonder again. So straighten your spine. Let the inhale root you to the earth. Let the exhale carry your intention into the sky. This is conscious creation. This is divine alignment. This is manifestation. And it's happening right now in your next breath.